You hear that? Wheels humming, construction crews getting underway. That's the sound of billions of dollars in goods and services traveling through the Keystone State on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's the sound of people connecting to jobs, schools, and destinations, and the sound of progress for communities across Pennsylvania. Over time, we've grown and expanded, adding more travel lanes to existing routes and blazing entirely new trails. As we grow, it's often necessary to acquire right-of-way. But what does that mean? We're breaking it down on Turnpike TV. So what is right-of-way? Right-of-way is the term used to describe the right of passage over another's land. When a road is constructed, the best location is determined through environmental and engineering studies. So when the PTC determines land is needed, it's all about obtaining this right of passage.
It is a transaction that is needed by the Turnpike Commission to be able to operate our roadway. There is no other intention for the property other than what we need to facilitate what engineering needs to provide a safe and drivable road.
Let's go back to October 1940, when the Turnpike officially opened. Originally 160 miles long, the road was mostly 4 lanes, 2 in each direction. America's first superhighway was a modern engineering marvel, and boy was it popular. In the first year of operation, more than 2.4 million vehicles traveled the Turnpike, nearly double initial estimates. As travel on the Turnpike increased and communities boomed, the system itself had to expand, both in length and width. More lanes were added, and bridges and tunnels grew in turn. Then came interchanges, truck climbing lanes, service plazas, and wider shoulders. Today, when Turnpike system improvements and expansions are required, additional right-of-way is often needed. Sometimes we need a bit more elbow room to widen existing sections. For completely new highway projects, like the Montfayette Expressway, we're starting from scratch and must acquire the land that is needed to accommodate it. And nearly every project requires space for ponds or basins that hold stormwater runoff to reduce flooding and improve water quality. Each project is unique, requiring different types of right-of-way. We may require an entire property to construct a project, or we may only need a portion. There may also be a need for temporary easements for construction to access the site or store equipment. But regardless of the type of right-of-way used, landowners are always compensated fairly.
It's not just coming in to take your property. Nothing that we do is taking. What we do is we acquire.
Typically, right-of-way needs emerge during the preliminary design phase of highway projects and are finalized during the final design phase. If your property is going to be impacted by a highway project, you will be contacted by the right-of-way agent with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, who will guide you through the acquisition process. Most property acquisitions undertaken by the Pennsylvania Turnpike are settled amicably. In fact, property owners have rights to which they are entitled under state law. For example, owners must receive fair market value for any property needed for a project, including land or buildings. The commission reimburses property owners up to a set amount if they choose to hire an appraiser, engineer, or attorney to assist them during the process. If someone has to relocate, they will be reimbursed for costs related to the move. Our goal with every interaction is to treat neighbors with dignity while ensuring engineering considerations keep customers safe.
We handle every claim the same way. You know, if it's a temporary impact, if it's a partial impact, or if it's total impact, they all get the same care, and we would walk them through the process.
And at the end of the day, whether that be paying for their moving expenses and helping them find a replacement house or replace something as simple as a mailbox on their driveway, the purpose is to make sure that everyone is at least the same as they were before. And sometimes if we can help improve someone's situation, we look for ways to do that too.
Beyond the pavement, property acquisition is an essential framework, steering the course of progress and enabling the Pennsylvania Turnpike to meet the evolving transportation needs of our state. Our projects helped boost regional and statewide economies, reduce congestion and travel times on the Turnpike as well as local roads, and provide safe travel for more than 500,000 drivers every day. As we wrap up, we hope you've gained a fresh perspective on the right-of-way process and how it makes connections that stretch far beyond the road ahead.